V6 day, I thought, was a rather strange marketing exercise. And as a technologist at heart, I'd look at this and go, surely that won't work. And it did. It just did. Because we've been at APNIC measuring the internet like crazy. And we actually use online ads to get hold of hundreds of thousands of users every day all over the planet. And we pose them this really simple test. We send them a URL that goes, you can get this, it's just in v4. We know you can. But here's a second one, and you can use either protocol. Which one are you going to use? And just to make sure we know that you can do v6, we send you a third one that says, you can only get this one if it's in v6. So we can actually see how much the world does v6 from a huge amount of measurement. So v6 launch day, 1 year ago, this time it's for real. So we go, great, let's start measuring this time. Let's start from the launch day and just measure every single day all over the planet. And in some ways you go, this is fantastic, because a year ago, less than 0.5% of the world was actually capable of doing v6. You'd send them these tests, and it was really 1 in 200 or a little bit less. They were going, yeah, I can do that. Everyone else, nothing. Now, 1.5%. You go, oh, that's just fractions of a percent. What are you worried about? It's almost triple. And in some ways, you look at who's deploying and how much, because not only can we look at the world, we can look at countries. And some countries are amazing. Romania turned it on. 10% of the country uses v6. It's in wired, it's in wireless, it's everywhere. Even Switzerland just turned it on. And you go, but small countries, that's easy. Deutsche Telekom, DTAG, turns it on across all of Germany. And their cable provider, Cable Deutschland, turns it on. This almost enchanting combination of German precision and procedure, they're on a mission. And the numbers are amazing. And all of a sudden in America, between Comcast, Verizon Wireless and AT&T, it's happening. So that those 1.3 or 4% actually represent almost 20 million folk in some very key areas. It used to be that everyone said, yeah, v6, fascinating, love your slides, very amusing, but I'm going to wait until my neighbour does it. I'm going to wait until my competitor does it. I'm going to wait. No hurry. We run through exhaustion. Well, I'll deploy some NATs. No hurry. I'll wait for everyone else to do it. And now you look at it and go, were you waiting for AT&T? Were you waiting for Verizon? Were you waiting for Deutsche Telekom? Were you waiting for KDDI? Because if you were, you're waiting a bit late. They've jumped. So if this whole thing was a waiting game of going, I'll jump when they jump, it seems pretty clear that they, for some strategic value of they, are jumping. And now it's a case of, like any network, the value of a network is when everyone does stuff. When a key part of the network starts going, we're going over here, if you delay, you get isolated. That now doing nothing is not a wise strategy. It seems that doing nothing is actually an isolationist, and maybe that's not a good thing. So I must admit, I had a lot of fun being a cynic of v6, and the slide packs were great, you know, crane crashes, plane crashes, all kinds of crashes. It was just a rich picking ground. But it's a lot harder today. Why is it harder? Because I actually suspect that we've gone around a few corners now, and there's a certain amount of momentum that's undeniable. And that was the message I wanted to give to the APNIC community, that today it's actually time to move. It's time for no longer waiting. It really is a case that those key folk, we can see them moving. And maybe it's time for everyone to move.